Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. My name is Emma, and I am so happy to be here with you today. This is a friendly podcast for English learners. We always use simple words and short sentences, so everyone can follow along easily. Today, we have a very special and important topic. We are going to talk about self-confidence. This means believing in yourself and feeling good about who you are. I think this is something every person needs in life. I am here with my wonderful...
Hi, Emma. Hi, everyone. My name is Alex, and I am feeling really great today. Thank you so much. I am very excited about this topic because I think self-confidence is one of the most important things a person can have. When you believe in yourself, everything in life becomes a little easier. You try new things, you speak up, and you don't give up when things get hard. But I also know that building confidence is not always easy. Many people struggle with it every day. Today, Emma and I want to help. Let's start this conversation together.
Okay, let's begin with a simple question. What is self-confidence exactly? I think some people hear this word and feel confused. Self-confidence means you believe you can do things. You feel okay about who you are. You don't need other people to tell you that you are good or smart. You already feel it inside yourself. People with good self-confidence are not afraid to try new things. They are not afraid to make mistakes. They speak and act without too much fear. Alex, do you think self-confidence is something we are born with or something we can learn and build over time?
That is a great question, Emma. I strongly believe that self-confidence is something we can learn and build. Nobody is born with perfect confidence. Even very successful and famous people have moments when they feel unsure about themselves. Confidence is like a muscle in your body. If you don't use it, it becomes weak. But if you exercise it every day, it becomes stronger and stronger. This is really good news for everyone listening. It means that no matter how you feel right now, you can always build more confidence. It takes time and practice, but it is absolutely possible for everyone.
I love that idea, Alex. Confidence is like a muscle. We need to exercise it. Now, let me ask about something many people feel. Why do some people have low self-confidence? I think this is an important question. If we understand why, we can fix it better. In my experience, low confidence often starts when we compare ourselves to other people too much. We look at someone else and think, they are better than me. They are smarter, prettier, or more talented. This comparison makes us feel small and not good enough. Alex, do you think comparison is a big cause of low confidence?
Yes, Emma, comparison is a really big cause of low confidence. And today, social media makes this problem much worse. We see perfect photos and happy videos of other people's lives online, and we think our own life is not as good. But we need to remember something very important. People only share their best moments online. They don't show their hard days, their mistakes, or their struggles. So we are comparing our normal, everyday life to someone else's highlight video. This is not fair to ourselves. The only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Are you better today? That is all that matters.
That is such powerful advice, Alex. Compare yourself to yesterday, not to others. I also think another big reason for low confidence is past bad experiences. When something bad happened to us before, when we failed, when someone said something mean to us, or when we were embarrassed in front of others, these memories stay in our mind. They tell us, don't try again. You will fail again. People will laugh at you again. These old memories can be very strong and very loud. But I believe we can learn to talk back to these memories and tell them that they are wrong. What do you think, Alex?
I completely agree, Emma. Our past experiences shape how we see ourselves, but they do not have to define who we are in the future. I want to talk about something called negative self-talk now. This means the negative things we say to ourselves inside our own mind. Things like, I am so stupid, or I always fail, or nobody likes me. Many people have a very critical voice inside their head that says mean things all day long. This voice is not your friend. And the scary thing is, many people don't even notice it. The first step to building confidence is to notice this voice and then challenge it.
Negative self-talk is such a real and common problem. I used to have a very loud negative voice in my head too. I want to share some practical tips now. What can people actually do to start building their self-confidence? My first tip is very simple. Start small. Many people think that to feel confident, they need to do something big and impressive. But actually, confidence grows from small wins. Do something small that makes you a little proud every day. Clean your room, finish a task you are avoiding, or help someone. These small wins tell your brain, I can do things. I am capable. Small victories lead to bigger confidence.
Starting small is such great advice, Emma. Small wins really do add up to big confidence over time. My first tip is about your body language. Did you know that how you hold your body actually changes how you feel inside? When you stand tall, keep your head up, and put your shoulders back, you naturally start to feel more confident. Scientists have studied this, and it is true. Your body and your mind are connected. When you look confident on the outside, your brain starts to believe it on the inside too. So next time you feel nervous or unsure, try standing tall like a superhero. It really does help.
Body language is so interesting, Alex. I never thought that standing tall could change how I feel inside. My next tip is about doing things that scare you a little. I call this facing small fears. When we avoid the things that make us nervous, our fear gets bigger and bigger. But when we face them, even just a little, our fear gets smaller. For example, if you are shy about talking to new people, try saying hello to one new person today. Just one. It doesn't need to be a long conversation, just a small hello. Each time you do this, it gets a little easier and your confidence grows.
Facing small fears is one of the most powerful ways to build confidence, Emma. Avoidance makes fear grow, but action makes it shrink. My next tip is about celebrating your strengths. Many people with low confidence focus only on what they cannot do. They think about their weaknesses all the time. But everyone has strengths too. Everyone is good at something. I want to encourage our listeners to write a list of 5 things they are good at, or 5 things they like about themselves. This sounds simple, but many people find it very hard because they are not used to thinking kindly about themselves. Please try it today.
Writing a list of your strengths is such a beautiful exercise, Alex. I did this once and it really surprised me. I found more good things about myself than I expected. I also want to talk about the importance of preparation. Sometimes we feel unconfident because we are not prepared. For example, before a job interview or an important presentation, if you don't prepare well, you will naturally feel nervous and unsure. But if you practice and prepare, you walk in feeling more ready and more confident. Confidence is not just a feeling. Sometimes it is the result of hard work and preparation. When you know your topic well, confidence follows naturally.
Preparation is such an underrated confidence builder, Emma. Knowledge and practice really do create confidence. I also want to talk about the people around you. The people we spend time with have a huge effect on how we feel about ourselves. If you spend time with people who criticize you, put you down, or make you feel small, your confidence will suffer. But if you spend time with people who encourage you, believe in you, and celebrate your wins, your confidence will grow. Please look at the people in your life. Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? Choose your circle carefully. It matters more than most people realize.
Choosing the right people around you is so important, Alex. Positive people give us energy and confidence. I want to talk about something called positive affirmations now. These are positive sentences you say to yourself every day. For example, I am capable, or I can do hard things, or I am getting better every day. I know this can feel a little strange at first. You might feel silly talking to yourself in the mirror, but research shows that repeating positive things to yourself regularly can actually change how you feel about yourself over time. Your brain starts to believe what it hears often, so feed your mind with good words, not bad ones.
Positive affirmations really do work with practice and patience, Emma. I want to share something personal now. A few years ago, I had very low self-confidence. I was afraid to speak in public, afraid to share my ideas, and afraid that people would judge me. I remember one day I had to give a small presentation at work. I was so nervous that I could not sleep the night before. But I prepared well, I practiced many times, and when the moment came, I did it. It wasn't perfect, but I did it. And after that day, something small but important changed inside me. I felt just a little braver.
Thank you for sharing that, Alex. That story is so relatable and encouraging. I have a similar experience too. I used to be very shy about speaking in public. When I was in school, I never raised my hand to answer questions, even when I knew the answer. I was afraid of saying something wrong in front of everyone. But then one day, my teacher asked me directly, and I had to answer. I was nervous, but I answered, and it was okay. Nobody laughed, nobody judged me. After that, I raised my hand more often. Slowly, I became more comfortable. Each small, brave moment built my confidence a little more.
These stories show that confidence really does grow through action, Emma. I want to talk about failure now, because I think it is very important. Many people avoid trying things because they are afraid to fail. But failure is not the enemy of confidence. In fact, learning how to fail well can actually build confidence. When you try something, fail, and then try again, you send a very powerful message to your brain. I am strong enough to handle this. Every successful person you admire has failed many, many times. Failure means you are trying, and trying is the bravest and most important thing you can do for your own confidence.
Failure as a confidence builder. I love that idea, Alex. We need to change how we see failure. I also want to talk about self-care and confidence. Taking care of your body and your mind really does affect how confident you feel. When you sleep well, eat healthy food, exercise, and spend time on things you enjoy, you feel better about yourself. You feel more energy and more positivity. On the other hand, when you are tired, hungry, or stressed all the time, it is very hard to feel confident. So taking care of yourself is not selfish. It is actually a very important step in building the confidence you want and deserve.
Self-care and confidence are completely connected, Emma. You cannot feel your best when you are not treating yourself well. I also want to mention the power of learning new skills. When you learn something new, a new language, a new sport, a new hobby, or any new skill, you prove to yourself that you are capable of growth. This feeling of capability is one of the best sources of confidence. Every time you learn something new, your brain says, I did that. I can learn, I can grow, I can do hard things. So if you want to feel more confident, start learning something you have always wanted to learn. Begin today.
Learning new skills is such an empowering confidence booster, Alex. It proves to us that we are capable of more than we think. I also want to talk about helping other people. This might surprise you, but helping others is actually a great way to build your own confidence. When you help someone, you feel useful and valuable. You realize that you have something good to offer the world. Volunteering, helping a friend, or even just doing a small kind act can make you feel better about yourself. When you focus on giving to others instead of worrying about yourself, your self-doubt becomes quieter and your confidence grows stronger.
Helping others to help yourself, that is such a beautiful and true idea, Emma. Kindness really does come back to you. I want to talk about something called comfort zones again. A comfort zone is the space where everything feels safe and familiar. Living only inside your comfort zone feels safe, but it keeps you small. Every time you do something outside your comfort zone, even something very small, your comfort zone gets a little bigger. And as your comfort zone grows, so does your confidence. Think about something small that makes you a little nervous and try to do it this week. Not something huge, just one small step outside your usual safe space.
Expanding the comfort zone little by little is such a practical and effective strategy, Alex. Small steps really do lead to big changes over time. I also want to address something many people feel, the idea that they need to be perfect before they can feel confident. Many people think, when I am better, I will feel confident. But this is not how confidence works. Confidence doesn't come after you improve. Confidence comes when you accept yourself while you are still improving. You are allowed to be a work in progress and still feel good about yourself. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep trying. That is more than enough.
You don't need to be perfect to feel confident. That is one of the most important things we've said today, Emma. I want to add one more idea. Practice gratitude. Every day, think of 3 things you are grateful for about yourself. Maybe you are kind, or you work hard, or you make people laugh. Focusing on what is good about you instead of what is wrong with you slowly changes how you see yourself. Confidence is not about thinking you are better than others. It is about feeling okay with who you are right now, while continuing to grow. Gratitude for yourself is a quiet but powerful form of self-confidence.
Gratitude for yourself. I love that phrase so much, Alex. That is such a gentle and kind way to build confidence. I think we should also remind our listeners that building confidence takes time. It is not something that happens in one day or one week. Some days you will feel very confident and strong. Other days you will feel small and unsure again. This is completely normal. Confidence goes up and down. The important thing is to not give up when you have a bad day. Keep practicing, keep trying, keep being kind to yourself. The progress might be slow, but it is real, and every small step forward absolutely counts and matters.
Patience with yourself is so important on this journey, Emma. Good days and bad days are both part of building confidence. I want to give a quick summary of all the wonderful tips we shared today. Start small and celebrate small wins. Use good body language. Face your small fears regularly. Write down your strengths. Prepare and practice before important moments. Choose positive people around you. Use positive affirmations daily. Learn from failure instead of avoiding it. Take good care of your body and mind. Learn new skills. Help other people. Step outside your comfort zone. Accept yourself while you grow. And practice gratitude for yourself. These are all powerful tools for building real confidence.
That is such a wonderful summary, Alex. So many great tools in one conversation. I want to leave our listeners with one final, simple message. You are already enough. Right now, today, exactly as you are. You don't need to change everything about yourself to deserve confidence. You just need to start believing, a little more each day, that you are worth believing in. Because you absolutely are. Building confidence is a journey, and it starts with one small decision: to be a little kinder to yourself today than you were yesterday. That is the first and most important step. You can do this. I believe in you, and so does Alex. Right, Alex?
Yes, I absolutely believe in every single person listening right now. And I want to say, please don't wait until you feel ready to start building your confidence. You will never feel completely ready. Start now with who you are and what you have today. Take one small brave step this week. Try one new thing. Say one kind thing to yourself. These small actions will begin to change how you feel about yourself over time. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. It truly means a lot to us. Please share this with someone who needs a little confidence boost. You never know whose life you might change. Goodbye for now, and believe in yourself.
Thank you so much, Alex, for this beautiful and inspiring conversation today. You always say the right things at the right time. And thank you to every wonderful listener who spent time with us today. I hope this episode gave you new ideas, new hope, and a little more belief in yourself. Please remember, confidence is not a gift for lucky people. It is a skill for brave people. And every time you try, you are being brave. Follow our podcast for more easy and helpful English conversations every week. Share this episode with someone you care about. Take care of yourself, be kind to your own heart, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.